Here we are, Season 8 of Adventure Time. I think this was probably the shortest amount of time between seasons of any show I've ever watched. We're going to discuss Two Swords and Do No Harm. I'm kind of just going with this one here, so this is going to be a lot of things. An outline, a review, an analysis, and maybe some theories. So let's get speculative. Spoiler alert, proceed with caution. Oh, and hey, if you would subscribe to my channel and hit that like button, I would greatly appreciate it. So to all of you who are speculating that Finn would get his robot arm, you are right. Princess Bubblegum fine-tuned it and he is ready for adventuring again. He gives her a recap of the whole occurrence. I noticed he is talking all weird in the trailer for the episode, but that was because his ears and mouth weren't fully developed yet. He attacks Finn because he thinks he is hurting Susan, and he says that he is Finn Mertins. The whole episode plays out in this fashion of him not realizing that he is a separate entity. He even asks Jake to tell the real Finn that he is an imposter. Oh yeah, Jake is alive again. I guess he never really died. So basically, in my opinion, Grass Finn is a split of Finn, with all of his thoughts and memories, his personality and experiences. He truly believes that he is Finn, and only starts to realize that he isn't Finn when he sees that he is green compared to a picture of him which is white. He thinks back and basically shows that he was the entity inside of Finn's sword. When the grass sword penetrated the Finn sword, a curse, demon, spider, headcrab, slig, zoidberg creature created a symbiotic relationship with him. This is what creates him as Grass Finn. Bimo is freaked out by him pouring syrup all over the treehouse. Finn and Jake return, and after a scuffle, Finn offers Grass Finn a Finn cake, and everyone calms down. The gang goes to sleep, Grass Finn on top of the tree, still under control of the cursed entity. Do No Harm starts the following morning. Finn doesn't feel well and remembers he has to go check on Susan in the hospital. Before heading out, they go talk to Grass Finn on top of the tree. He was still asleep, so Finn leaves Jake in his care as he heads to the hospital. Jake makes meatloaf, and Grass Finn can't eat it because he doesn't have all the inner workings of a digestive system. Dr. Princess admits that she isn't a doctor, and that her name is just Doctor, which I thought was hilarious. Finn assumes the role as Doctor for the day. He helps some other characters, but nothing that actually affects any of the story arcs. Jake and Grass Finn go through the Grass Wizard's maze. Back to Finn, basically all the Doctor scenes in this episode don't affect any of the story arcs at all, and while entertaining, I was mostly disappointed because I was hoping for more answers instead of more randomness. We have so many open arcs and theories out there, but they are giving us more silly stuff. So return to the Grass Wizard. He said that he created the grass sword only because it was cool, not for any purpose. Grass Finn beats the ever-living crap out of the Grass Wizard, and Jake stops him because it was pretty unnecessary. I think this shows that Grass Finn is corruptible, probably due to the curse. He says it's clearer that he is someone else. He changes his name to Fern the Human. He steals Starchy's motorbike and rides off into the sunset with a beautiful flowing hair blossoming with flowers. So I thought Two Swords was a strong season opener. It satisfied my desire to see where this whole Grass Finn concept was going to lead. I thought he was going to be a villain. You can see that in my predictions video. While he appeared to be good, I think by the end of episode 2, we see him heading down a darker path. I don't think he liked being told to stop by Jake, and if he wants to lay a beating down on someone, he's just going to do it. Now my question going forward is, will this arc carry us through season 8? Is Grass Finn off to the islands? I actually kind of doubt it. My prediction as of 5/13 on January 24th, 2017 is that Grass Finn will be done before the miniseries The Islands begins. That arc will be either closed or just left open like the countless other mysteries this series has presented us with. What are your opinions of all this? Let me know in the comments below. YouTube user Animation Contemplation writes, I bet the curse part of it all will come up soon. Maybe Grass Finn will symbolically fight his inner demons. That'd be a cool way to conclude his story arc. It'd give Finn two different plotline endings too, his relationship with his dad and with himself. Also, this post by Magus Mirificus on Reddit is very sobering. I hope he is wrong, but he is pretty convincing. He writes, they are not going to wrap up everything. I repeat, they're not going to wrap up everything. I've been seeing a lot of concern here, as well as some misplaced excitement about how Adventure Time is going to find a way to neatly wrap up every single loose end it has left dangling throughout its entire run. I think that's not the right expectation to have. Going by the show itself, Adventure Time isn't about answers. It isn't about closure. It isn't about endings. Nothing in Adventure Time ever ends, and no mystery is ever completely solved. That's part of Finn's arc, accepting the wisdom Jake keeps offering him. Some things you've just got to accept. Sometimes things happen and you never find out why, or what happens after that. That's Adventure Time's take on life, and I see no indication that it will abandon that just because it's nearing its conclusion. It will build to a poetically fitting climax that draws on a long, tangled journey it has taken. Of that, I have no doubt. But it won't fill in every gap on that timeline. It won't resolve every minor character's arc. It won't provide a perfectly satisfying ending for everybody. That would suddenly transform the show into something that makes complete sense, and Adventure Time always has defied and mocked the very notion of making complete sense, both for the sake of comedy and a sense of beautiful inexplicability. Adventure Time is not and never has been a story where nothing is left hanging. On the contrary, everything is left hanging. Every single episode leaves 1,000 little mysteries, or gives us a glimpse of 1,000 other stories, which we never get context or resolution for. We tend to ignore those because they don't pertain to the more fleshed out main cast we're so attached to. They're a part of this strange world that doesn't limit itself to narrative convention as well. Adventure Time has never ever been about meeting expectations. It has been about subverting them, speeding past them, turning them on their heads and breaking them down and rebuilding them into something more interesting. So, if you have any particular expectations that you're holding on to, I would advise you to let them go. Odds are that even if those predictions come true, it won't be in the way that you guessed, and the show you actually get will rarely align with the one you plan on watching. We're in good hands. Hands that I trust and that have never betrayed or abused that trust, and whatever they have in store for us will be incredible. Let's not weigh that prospect down with checklists. Oh, and somebody asked me where I get my fonts from in my videos, so you can go over to a website. It's called fontdaddy.com. Check them out. That is where I get all my fonts. They have free ones on there, and yeah, it makes life a lot easier. You can find ones that are very similar to anything you're looking for if you come up with some creative search ideas. So go give that website a check if you need fonts for your videos, or for your website, or your blog, or whatever. I want to give a quick shout out to YouTube user IdleGuard. He's actually only been around for 6 days. This is a brand new channel, but he's off to a great start. He's playing Grand Theft Auto 5, Outlast, and CSGO mostly, but I'm sure there's going to be a lot more in the future. Like I said, he just got started. So why don't you go show him some love, welcome him to the YouTube community, and help him have a bright future. Thanks for watching, guys. If you liked this video, leave it a like. If you didn't, leave it a dislike. We've got so many episodes of Adventure Time coming out back to back. Islands is releasing, that's 8 episodes. The whole 8th season is just look like it's going to be jam-packed in as short a time as possible, which is fun for viewing. It's hard for making videos. I'm going to get these videos out as fast as I possibly can, guys, but please bear with me. Please let me have a little bit of time so I don't have a heart attack, okay? I really want to get these done, so thank you so much for understanding, and I will get them out to you. I promise. There will be a video for everything. Just give me some time. Watch that outro.
Hey, thanks for watching. Happily ever after gaming, man.